Guys, we are live on Gamerz Realm podcast. Man, we have come a long way since April, and it has just been so awesome. I just can't believe how far we are into it. Before long, we'll be like 1, 2, maybe 10 years later. Who knows where this awesome ride's going to take us. But we're going to get to announcing everybody that's here. I have my co-host, Mr. Switch.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
My other co-host, CHICHUKI.
Yo, what's going on, everybody?
All right, we have, excuse me, we have our returning guest, Kraken Skulls.
Yo, what's up, guys?
We have our other moderator, Lizzie the Hedgehog.
Hey.
We also have returning guest, Cooltoy.
Pleasure. Happy to be back, guys. Thank you so much. And gal.
You are so welcome. And first time guest, we have Djgamer.
Hey, what's up, fellas? What's up, everybody?
Hey.
Happy to be part of the podcast today. So definitely.
Nice.
That's awesome to have you, dude. It's always awesome to have like a fresh face. That way we can get to know you. But Cooltoy, I'm interested in you today. You've had some awesome stuff going on your channel since I first met you today. I'm hitting you up first, just so you know.
All right. Appreciate it. What's up?
I did a collaboration with you. You were at 10,000 subs, and since then your channel's like at 25,000 subs. Like, what the heck? That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens if you write those checks and pay people off. You know, it pays dividends.
Pay to win.
Every time I call mom or dad and visit grandma or something, I slip them a $20 bill. I'm like, thanks for telling all your friends about the channel. Really, it's working out. So.
Pay to win. Pay to win.
Yeah.
Pay to win.
Shit,
Wow.
That loot box system, it works.
Bro, yeah.
So what's your secret like? Oh, go ahead, Kraken Skulls. I'm sorry.
I was like, no, I was just saying it sounded like a Android game. You pay to win.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It's the EA motto, the EA gaming motto.
EA, man, the EA
Oh,
loot
yeah.
box.
Yeah.
Games pay to win.
So like, I know everybody's got to ask you, like, what's your secret? Like, do you got some kind of plan, or like, what do you got going on over there?
Oh, I definitely don't have a plan, and I always feel bad about that because people are like, hey, so like, are you going to turn this into a full-time career and everything? I'm like, no, I'm literally winging this day by day. I'm like, the biggest thing for my channel is like, I make the content I want to make when I want, as often as I want, or not as often as I want. Like, I always tell people I don't work for YouTube. YouTube works for me. Like, and that's the way I prevent myself from getting burned out and discouraged and, caring about numbers and things that I can't control. I'll make the content I want to make about the type of topics, toys, video games, whatever I want to talk about. And I don't pigeonhole myself or force myself into like making content about whatever's hot or relevant at the time. I'm just like, no, if I want to talk about this, sure, I could go down that rabbit hole. Sure, I could get more views. But at the end of the day, I like, putting my head at my pillow and resting comfortably at night, looking myself in the mirror, realize I'm not just like purposely pandering to get, a larger audience that really is kind of an empty shell of a type of thing in reality. Because if you're doing all these fake things that are not really, your personality or your style or demographic, things like that, just to, inflate numbers, then you're really not doing yourself any favors in the long run.
So is there any kind of advice that you could give to somebody that's like, maybe they're struggling for content, but they can't really find who they are, but like they want to find who they are, but they can't?
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of bad at certain aspects, like, because the one thing they always preach, tried and true, is like, find your niche and like stick with it or whatever. I do the complete opposite of that. Like a lot of people know me from like arcade one-up coverage and things like that. And then 2 days later, I'll talk about an action figure. And 2 days after that, I'll talk about some random video game that no one's ever heard of. Like, instead of just sticking to that one niche and like beating a dead horse. And like I said, I harken back to always just like being true to yourself and faithful to the type of content you want to create. But the biggest piece of advice I can give to anybody and everybody is like all the metadata for your videos before you hit publish, like all your description, your tags and things like that. That is like the #1 most overlooked thing. I think most new channels and channels in general don't utilize purposely, because what they don't really understand is that YouTube is the world's second largest search engine. Google's first, but YouTube is the second largest search engine. So you got to use all those tags. You get 500 characters to use on those tags. Use them wisely. That's especially when you're a newer channel or a smaller channel. That's the only way you're going to kind of get any notice or recognition when people are searching for, video game topics, because hey, like a new Mario game comes out. Obviously, everybody that has a gaming channel in the world is going to be talking about it at the same time. How do you, as a smaller channel, get noticed with all those other big channels talking about the same thing? That's when you really got to use that metadata to your advantage, because that's literally the only thing that's going to give you a shot to get discovered.
I know a lot of people spend time, and I feel like they the phrase I like to use is they like to spin their wheels, and they're producing content, and it's going nowhere. So they get like super frustrated. And for me personally, what I found is like, I'm more like you, where I don't have a niche. I like retro games, but I don't stick to like one thing. Like I do let's play videos, or I'll cover news, or I'll cover like if there's a product that I like, I do product reviews. I found that even having a niche kind of puts you where you're spinning your wheels, because if you want to focus on that one thing, sure, it might gain popularity, but at the end of the day, if you're doing it as a career, like you said, it's you got to make YouTube work for you. You can't spin your wheels and make it, make you work for YouTube.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, see, the thing, I've seen a lot of, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I've seen a lot of the bigger name YouTubers that all they play is like one or two certain games, and they're like, all right, guys, I need to take a break for like a week or two. And it's like they're playing that same one or two games, and it's like, yeah, it's getting them popularity, but they go on mega burnout, man. And it's like, no, I want to do something fresh. I want to do something different. I want to play stuff I like, not like well, obviously I do want to play stuff that's popular, but it's like at the same time, I want to do something that's what I'm having fun doing, not what someone like, you know what I'm getting at, right?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's cool. And yeah, that's what you see though. You see a bunch of gamers playing Call of Duty. That's what Warzone. That's what you go on and you search in. That's you're gonna pop out all these videos. But it's like I said, we all like certain games and whatnot. But believe me, there's more people that are gonna like that same game. So if you put it out, it don't even matter, man, because we're all gamers. At the end of the day, we're gonna be gaming regardless of what it is, because just put out the content, make it fun, make it, maybe there's a gamer who hasn't played that game, and then they run across your video or, whatever. And, you gain a follower, you gain a fan. Either way, just put it out. So believe me.
Absolutely.
I'm going to piggyback off you, Djgamer. You're right, because there's even retro games that I like. I don't know if you guys have seen, but I do a segment called Flashback Fridays where I don't commentate or nothing. It's just retro gaming gameplay for anywhere between 5 to 15 to 20 minutes. And there's people that have commented to say, wow, I've never seen this game before. This is an awesome game. Or I've done a Let's Play gameplay, and they're like, oh, this is cool. I've never played this before, but I'm thinking about picking it up. And at the end of the day, I don't do it because I think I'm going to get paid $1 million. It's a cool hobby. We're getting connected with people like all you guys, like CHICHUKI, Switch, Liz, Cracking Skulls. That's my actual blood brother. Doug, Complete Geek TV, a lot of cool people that even One Up Level Up, he's a part of our crew in QA Ninja. It's just a part of getting connected with people. It's just a community of trying to build one another up, and it's fun to get to know people, because like there's people I work with, they have no idea why I'm excited about the latest game, and when I try to explain it to them, they're just like, okay, whatever. But like if I talk with you guys and I'm like, oh my gosh, look what just came out, you're like, oh yeah, I saw that. And so like we all get excited together versus like other people where they're not gamers and they have no clue. They're just like, okay, whatever.
Different planet, different world, brother. Different planet, different world. That's what it is.
Yeah, and they don't understand like the hype of people waiting for the PS5 or the Xbox or the latest Switch game or the news of the Switch 2 coming out, and people hearing stuff like that, which we don't know if it's true or not. That's a different subject.
but just you getting excited that it could be true. That's just what matters, dude.
Yeah, just sharing like why you're excited about something and people actually understanding and knowing why. So it's cool watching other people get excited about the same thing. I'm pretty sure you guys can relate.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. That is
only-
true.
I only follow you for mobile stuff, Retro. What are you talking about?
Oh
Hey, that's
gosh.
most of my content right now.
What's that?
That's most of my content right now is mobile.
Oh yeah, mobile gaming. I found that when I was a kid growing up in the '80s, handheld gaming was really like getting to be huge, like with the Game Gear and the Game Boy and things like that coming out. And so like when cell phones started to have games, to me, like my 10-year-old self was like, oh my gosh, I got a gaming thing in the power of my hands. I can play any game that I desire, like bing, like right here. So like that's my 10-year-old me saying, oh, I'm gonna mobile game, and so why not share it with everybody else?
Nice. No, yeah, that's where it's at though, man. Like if you see some of these mobile games, you're like, oh damn, they have an audience, man. They have players. That's what I'm saying. Like it's getting bigger and bigger. So it's gonna be like, you know, pretty soon the way it's going, it's gonna be like matching console audience and all that, because they're putting out pretty good games, mobile games.
Like
Yeah.
PUBG.
Well, look at Xbox right now. They're doing cloud, like, I don't want to get on the Stadia topic, but they're doing cloud-based gaming like Stadia.
Yeah.
So you can actually, I watched on Spawnwave today of the Razer. It's a Razer handheld. Them and Xbox got together and made a device you can put on Android phone, and you can cloud game by using that controller. So you're actually cloud-based gaming with your phone. So, and that's on Xbox.
Pretty
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, that's playing Xbox on your phone. That's
That's
Yeah,
huge.
I was about to say mind-blowing stuff. I mean, it's
Yeah.
something you never thought you'd see the light of day, let alone, you know, this quickly, as far as, you know, something coming from, okay, we had like Fortnite and PUBG on phones, to now you can legitimately play your Xbox One games on your phone. I mean, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
That is, and that's where it's going though. That's where it's going with the whole cloud streaming and all that.
Yep.
Because you seen what Google just put out, what Luna, right? They're gonna do
Yeah.
that. So you could see where it's going. You can see that you want to be playing anywhere and everywhere. So that's just where it's going.
Wait,
what's
what's
cool
Luna?
about the cloud is that you could save it and come back to it later. And even like your cloud on your Xbox, you can come back and play it on your PC. So it jumps from there to your PC, and it's like, what the heck, man? Like, who thought of playing Xbox like on your cell phone, or playing Xbox on that console, or logging on your friend's Xbox and then picking up your save game over there? I'm like, I'm not an Xbox fan, but I'm not saying it's a bad console, but that's pretty huge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
It's definitely forward thinking. I mean, like I said, they're trying to push the boundaries of what the future of video gaming looks like, whether it be, you know, on your phone, on a console, or, you know, on a PC. They're hoping to kind of like blend all those together to where the lines of what a gamer looks like is no longer, you know, their console, their PC, their mobile. It's all going to be the same, because you can sit there and talk to that guy that maybe is only a mobile gamer that is now playing the same game with you, even though you're playing it on a console or a PC. You know, you're all being able to join together and, you know, play in these same games on different, you know, platforms, which is really impressive and amazing.
yeah, oh yeah.
Finally, the
instance,
gamers are going to become one.
Yep.
We're all together
Yep.
now.
And I cannot wait for that day where it doesn't matter what console, what device you're using, we can all just play as one and just smash out and have fun.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's what they were hoping for with Fortnite, but because of Google and Apple wanting to use their own pay system, that
Yeah.
whole thing went out the door, like
Yeah.
big time.
Very quick.
Yeah, because
Apple.
now Nintendo, you Fortnite with Nintendo, and Google and Apple and so forth are all on their own separate platforms now. So, but like, talk about like gaming, people like our parents who, my mom growing up, she did not like video games. Like, she would play one, but because like it became an issue in our house where we didn't want to go to school because we had a Sega. I mean, come on.
Who wants to go to school when you got, you know,
We
levels
got-
to beat? Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got Ultra Bees, you got Sonic. who
Yeah,
wants to go
I
to-
mean,
I'm
And-
talking about the original Sega.
no, we had the Master System was the original. So that's the one we had, like where you clicked it on and the maze was on there.
Yep.
Yeah, had that one, and we ended up selling it to our paper boy. Which, man, if I would have known now, would I have known then? I would have been like, "Don't do that."
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's a relic.
bunch of stuff, man. Toys.
Yep.
Just remember those Tiger little
Yep,
handheld ones.
handhelds,
Oh
yep.
man,
Those
that's
are
gold
hard to
right
find.
now.
Yep. And like, you know, my mom, she didn't like it. And then just a few years ago, my mom bought an iPad because they offered her a deal through her phone company. And so I was like, Mom, are you playing a game? And she's like, yeah. I was like,
Got her.
You do play games. They got you. She's like, well, it's just this. I'm like, Mom, it's okay. You don't have to explain it to me. You're a gamer now. It's all right. It's cool.
That is official gamer right there.
Yeah.
No matter what kind of game it is.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It don't
hit
matter.
That game.
A gamer's a gamer. It doesn't even matter if you're playing.
Doesn't matter.
Oh yeah.
I tell them that at work. I'm like, if you guys play one game, you are considered. You have the tag now. You are the gamer. Doesn't matter who you are, what platform you play on, what cell
levels,
phone or whatever.
what levels, anything. Don't matter. It don't matter. Oh yeah.
All right.
Even if you play Idle Heroes and you're not really playing at all.
Yeah. But Cooltoy, going forward for people who are looking to start a channel but are curious about it, but really like are scared to jump in. I mean, really with YouTube, you have literally nothing to lose.
Oh, absolutely.
So you can put out like whatever you want. Is there any advice you can give to somebody that's maybe scared to do it? They're afraid their content might be like not as good as this person's, or they might not have this equipment, or they might not sound as good. Is there any advice you could give to that person?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost is don't get obsessed with like equipment and like comparing yourself to, you know, somebody else or more established channels, because everyone starts somewhere. Like, I don't care who they are. I don't care how long they've been on YouTube. Everyone started somewhere. And I guarantee you the people with millions of subscribers, if you show them their earliest videos, they will cringe just as much as anybody else. They're just as awkward, as embarrassed as everyone else. I mean, it's a growing process. I mean, it's just like anything else. You go to school, you look at your first grade pictures, you're like, oh man, I look like a complete dweeb or something like that. You're like, look at my haircut, look at my cheesy glasses, stuff like that. I mean, that's just life in general. And YouTube and creating a channel is no different. You're going to have some super awkward moments. You're going to have some great up and downs, but it's literally just a growing process and a learning process. Start with whatever you can get, make the best of it, and then slowly work your way up to it. Because like, I always give the analogy, like cameras and equipment, all that stuff, like that stuff doesn't matter. Like you could be the worst player of basketball in the world and magically you get a pair of Michael Jordan shoes. It's not going to make you the best, you know, basketball player on earth. It just doesn't work that way. Cameras, equipment, it's the same way. Like you could get the fanciest, you know, most expensive camera, lights, audio equipment, but if you don't really know what you're doing, don't know what you want to talk about, you don't have any focus as far as what, you know, topics or video content you want to create, then it's just you know, stumbling and bumbling, looking good in high def, but sounding like a fool because you don't have an idea of where you want to go. And you can tell that that person's heart's not really in it because they're just kind of like doing it for different reasons. You're doing it for the wrong reasons. I always tell people, like, when you start out specifically YouTube or whatever you want to do in life, like write yourself this verbal like check for what success is worth to you, and then never let yourself cross that line. So like if you're the type of person that says, hey, I want to be successul no matter what, I'll crush my friends, I'll shove an old lady down the street, you know, that's fine.
Wow.
Make that deal and that bargain with yourself up front, and then make yourself okay with the fact that you're going to be that person. Don't ever like start out a YouTube channel specifically and say, okay, I want to be successful, but I'm not willing to do this and this and this, and then find yourself, you know, being a backstabber or talking bad about people or all these type of things, because then you've turned yourself into something you're not, or you weren't at the beginning, just for the sake of chasing clout and fame and internet, you know, numbers.
And at the end of the day, like you said, you could have the most expensive camera, but if you don't know who you are, you're not gonna look good presenting whatever it is that you're gonna present. So most and foremost, I think you got to find yourself before anything, you know, and, you know, work with what you got, because at the end of the day, it's just about your ideas, your creativity, most of all. That's just what it is. So, yeah, definitely.
What always trips me out is there's this guy I know on, I forgot his name on YouTube, but he was messaging me back and forth one day. Remember when they had the YouTube chat? You guys remember that?
Back in the day?
Back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
Like they had the YouTube chat, and then like he found me on Twitter. I forgot his name though. But he had 10,000 subscribers. I was like, oh, cool. I like your content. Everything's good. I sent him a message and he goes, Oh, he was telling me what country he lived in. I forgot what it was, but this was a while ago, so I don't remember too much. I remember the basis of the story, but he said, where I live, they have no good cameras, no nothing. I just use my phone for everything. And he edited on his phone. He didn't do any commentating. It was just him playing, and that was it. Like, but his gameplay was cool. He was winning some, he lost some, but at the end of the day, like, he got numbers, but not because he was trying to get numbers or he knew people or he's connected. He was just good at what he did, like on his phone.
The work. Yeah, just putting in the work. That's all it is.
That's all it is at the end of the day, man. I mean, if you want to make something out of this, you got to put it content. That's just what it is, you know. Talk about it, you know, past experiences, whatever it may be. It's just, you know, you got to put it out there.
I haven't made it yet, but I've always experienced, like, you have to be willing to try something, because, like, if you don't try it and even if you fail at it, at least you've tried and you said it worked for you. So if somebody else says, have you tried this? This may not have worked for me, but it might work for you. Yeah, so it might work for that next person. Like, I'm not willing to say, oh, don't try that because it's not going to work. Well, I'm like, well, if it works for you, awesome. But it didn't work for me. I don't know if I don't have the magic touch or whatever, but maybe you do that I don't.
No, yeah, just be consistent. Be just, you know, because, man, at the end of the day, you're going to fail more times than you succeed. But it's about just getting back up. Okay, you know what? Let me try that different approach. Let me try this. Let me try this different, and then you'll find yourself, man. You'll find yourself at your comfort level of what you feel comfortable talking about. Just you'll settle in eventually.
Absolutely.
Well, look at the maker of Formula 409. He tried 408 times before he got the formula right, and then he tried that 409th time, which is why he named it. So he failed 408 times before he got that formula right.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It happens, dude. It's gonna happen. You're not gonna hit a home run, you know, first at bat, first time ever. You know, it's just like I said, just being persistent, being, you know, not just taking it all in, taking your losses and see what happened there, and then just, you know, making improvements, man, because that's what we're here to do, make improvements and just, you know, put out good content and just like, oh, you know what, next time I'm gonna try this, or I should have tried that. You know, you just put it into your next video.
You guys were talking about persistence. Look at Jim Carrey. His first year, he wrote a check out to himself, and he was homeless, living in a car. So he wrote a check out to himself. He said, in 1 year, I'm going to make $1 million. And exactly 1 year from that date, he made $1 million. So,
same, man.
Yeah, I always felt that, like, if you write like a vision out for yourself, like, just put it out in front of you, you'll be able to, like, hit the goals. Like, don't hit these big goals. Have a big goal, but have all these small goals underneath, like the attainable goals. So if you reach all those small goals, you're not even worried about the big goal because it's already going to be there before you know it.
Yeah.
So basically, you're talking about a goal tree.
Pretty much, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, because you're starting at the root, and then you're working at the stump, and then you're working at the base, and then you're working at the different leaves that have to do with that goal.
And, you know, those turn out to be good stories, man, because when you're building from the ground up and you're, like, kind of slowly getting there, it's the best, man, because it's the grind. It's like trying to make it to the top. So when you do get to wherever it is that you know, okay, yeah, I made it, and you realize all the things you did, it just turns out to be a good story, man. It's just a good journey. That's what it is.
I see people like Cooltoy, and I'm like, he did not start out at 10,000. He did not start out at 25,000.
No, right?
He started off from ground zero, just like everybody else. He was
absolutely,
and completely built himself up.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing is, like, just not get discouraged and not have that, you know, desired for that instant. I mean, yeah, sure, it'd be nice to wake up and just magically have that end rung on the goals ladder, you know, just be magically there. But that's not how life works. Like, you know, it's got to be all the in between that makes you who you are, and makes your channel what it is, and makes you, you know, that person that people enjoy, you know, the content of. I absolutely didn't just start out, you know, where I am today. It's been little by little, and it's all the things like some people was like, oh, you know, he's growing fast, whatever. They don't see the days where I literally took a lunch break at work in my car, editing a video and not eating, you know, lunch.
Yeah.
The days I stayed, you know, Saturday and Sunday at home in front of a computer, hunched over a desk editing all weekend instead of hanging out with my friends and doing things like that. It's all the things that go on behind the scenes that people never see and never really understand and appreciate, that get taken for granted. But you as a content creator, that's those things you just got to like grind, bear down and say, okay, I'm doing this for this reason. It's going to be worth it in the end. You know, I'm paying my dues or whatever, you know, rationale or reasoning you'll give yourself. But in the long run, those are the things that make it worth it. Yeah, sure, it'd be cool to take a helicopter to the top of Mount Everest, but the guy that climbs Mount Everest on his bare hands is going to have a better
is going to have a better story to tell you.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be that guy that's like, oh, along the way, there was a mountain lion and there was a bear.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then I slipped on a rock and I
'Cause-
fell down a few feet and my rope broke.
You know what?
And...
Yeah.
They have a
made it
much more
look
interesting journey.
It's like I may look tattered and torn by the end of the journey, but hey, I made it and I'm stronger than ever than I was before.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. There you go, man. That's what it is.
And also, like, my experience to the person that only has a cell phone, go get it. Like, do what you got to do on your cell phone. There's a lot of cool apps on there that you can just create your content with.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like today's technology is crazy, man. Because
Yeah.
I mean, just like if we turn back, you know, to where none of this existed, where you literally had to go get a camera. It's just like it's more flexibility now. That's what it is, man. So it's like not saying it's easy, but just
it's more achievable than ever before.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Kind of like with Facebook gaming. Like I've been helping out my friend Mikey. He's a friend of mine here where I live, and he asked me, "Well, how do you do it?" So I showed him on his phone how, like, I gave him screenshots and showed him how to do it on his phone. And I said, "Dude, you don't need fancy equipment. You don't need a computer. You don't need none of that. Go get it. Just use your phone, because at the end of the day, if all you have is your phone, because Facebook gaming uses your front-facing camera as a camera, so you can use that while you're gaming if you want. You don't have to if you don't want to, or you don't have to have a voice. I said, just do it. Just be you. Be who you are, because some people will like you, some people won't, and that's okay. And I had to learn that the hard way, that not everybody's gonna like you.
No, yeah, no, man, we're not gonna be liked by everybody. It's just not what it is, you know. It's just, you know.
I remember that. I had a video that I think had I think it was 400. No, I think we were over 200 dislikes within one day, and I knew someone was out there to get me, and it just started happening. Where then I get like maybe 450 subscribers within one night. The next day they're all gone. So I know someone's playing around, and I just kind of like got used to it. So you know, someone's gonna play with you. Eventually, they left me alone and then things like that. So
one of those was me, by the way.
I'm telling you.
There you go.
I know. I had to bring you on. I realized you
Questions.
too, so that's why I got you here now, so that you can join.
Wow. I knew it, Chichuki.
No, but I think it's like for me, when I started with I started with the phone. I started three years ago when I wasn't into gaming at all, and then I just started recording. I guess I went to my first Nintendo event, recording. Then I started posting it on YouTube. I didn't have no official name yet. Then I went out and I drove to New York City. I wore that crazy Nintendo Switch controller outfit. I took it to Rockefeller Street and I wore it there. And people, you know, C&D was there and Triforce Johnson was there. And then Triforce called me Mr. Switch. And then it just happened from there. And then I had a really busted laptop. And so I could stream, but not with myself on there. You can only hear my voice. And then I had trouble, but then I started building. Then the extra camera came in. Better laptop, lighting, things like that. And like I'm actually still working on better lighting now. I'm so lazy. I can't even pull out my photography light outside. It's right behind me. I just gotta get into it, you know. But still everything's working out nice and slow. I'm not worried about how many subscribers I got anymore. And it's just more like this. I'm enjoying it. I have this moment with you guys. I'm taking it day by day. I'm just having a good time. I'm just having fun. I may not be able to stream as I used to, because now my focus is now the podcast. But either way, it's just kind of when I can. I know my son Luigi is a handful, and he's my number one, so I got to put more attention to him. And then the podcast. Don't forget school, family come before anything else. Absolutely. And then appear with your love, the love that you like too. Your main love is family. Yeah. But again, then you got, and then we can love our PS5 coming soon, and our Nintendo Switch. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, I am super psyched for the PS5, but like I said, I gotta make sure. Can I do this? You know, I got, you know, I'm so excited for Luigi's first major Christmas, and I gotta make sure he's happier than me. He's gonna be way happier than I am. And then I'll get my PS5, whatever. And, again, but either way, I want to say thank you to everyone for being here tonight.
Absolutely. It's
there you go, man. Yeah.
Wow.
When I first met Mr. Switch, he was like under 1,000 subscribers, and I was like, oh, this guy's got cool content. And I was like, I don't watch everybody for their sub count, because I like, at the end of the day, I like their content. And there's a lot of content creators that have under 1,000 subs that I would prefer watching versus some of the bigger ones. Because
absolutely agree.
Yeah, because sometimes
man.
like this doesn't happen with everybody, so don't get me wrong, but some people, when they get like way up there, some people tend to be like, oh, I already got all these subs, so I don't need to put out great content. I could just put out anything and everybody will like me. And I've seen that before, but
I know those people.
Yeah, so do I.
There you go.
No shout outs to nobody.
Yeah.
But just saying, and
No
I know a lot of, but yeah. I know a lot of people who still, even at 1 million, put out that hard work. Like, there's a YouTuber my kids watch, and I don't really care for him too much, but like at the end of the day, he puts in a lot of hard work on his channel. It's FGTV. If you have kids, you might know who he is, but his content's like kind of annoying at times and crazy, but he puts in the work, and he has like millions of subscribers, but he still puts in that work, and he's not lazy. So he's one of the very few that still put in all that hard work. And Wood from Beat 'em Ups, he still puts in that crazy work on his channel. He's pretty cool. But yeah. But there's one person on here today that we have not asked the big questions to. I want to kind of go to him really quick. Djgamer.
What's up?
All right. So really quick, I want to ask you what your favorite video game of all time is.
Damn, man, that's too hard, bro.
Yeah, right for the jugular.
Gotcha.
You went right for the kill shot, bro. Didn't
Yeah,
even
top three?
No.
No
Even that's
warning or
hard,
nothing.
bro.
Yeah.
Top three, even that's
I
hard.
hate favorite lists, man. I feel you. It's so hard because the moment I spit one out, my brain's like, but what about this one? And what about this one?
man. And I feel cheated that I leave games out when I get put on the spot like that. Like
Remember when we did that to you, Doug?
Yeah, 100%.
God. But nah, okay, we're going what? Just like top one or top three? What we're doing here?
Just
All
whatever your top.
Okay,
go.
well, we're gonna go three. Okay, we'll go three.
Right.
Three, bro, was when I first played Mario 3, Super Mario 3.
Yeah.
Bro, that remember that movie? I think it's called, was The Wizard, right?
Ooh, The Wizard.
Yeah, The Wizard.
Woo!
Bro, I was like, damn. Then when I finally played it and Mario could fly, I'm like, oh shit, he could fly now. So, Mario 3. Number 2, brother, will have to be Metal Gear Solid for PS1. That's that. Just the way, what was it? I think it was Psycho Mantis. He knew what was in your memory card. Remember,
that
dude?
still blows my mind how that.
I'm like, oh damn.
Yeah,
I'm like, how?
13-year-old me like threw that controller down. I was like, nope.
I said,
Nope,
no, I'm
this
not
is
doing
possessed.
this. I'm
Yeah.
not
This is
doing
possessed.
this. I'm like, dude, just that as imagine, because there was no, it's not like it was plugged into like, online. It was PS1, dude.
Yeah, I couldn't wrap my head around how it was working.
Yes, and I'm like, dude, how the hell does he know I got all this on my memory card?
Yep.
So Metal Gear Solid, and brother, I mean, I spent back when arcades was it. As a kid, man, Street Fighter 2 was probably like number 1, bro. Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Street Fighter.
Great list.
Brother, because you knew it was a line to get up to play, so you had to win.
Yep.
Because if you lost, back to
Back
the
in
line.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, man. So yeah, those are my top 3, man, for sure. Top 3. It's hard, but
hot, dude. I love that game.
Every arcade you went to, it was like Street Fighter 2. You had to beat or get beaten or get back to the line.
yes.
Yep.
And then if you try to get through the game, you never got through the game because of somebody coming in. Bam, let's go.
Yep.
So yeah,
Here comes the
definitely.
new challenger.
Yeah.
Here comes a new challenger.
Yep.
And you're like, look, you're like 2020.
Hey, DJ Gamer, let's take your time with this thing. Let's hear real quick your gaming life story.
Life story. Okay, so the very first time I ever played anything, I remember it was from the Nintendo, bro. Nintendo. Duck Hunt was it, because I remember the gun. I just remember the gun. I remember holding the gun to the TV, shooting the
Just like putting it on the screen,
following him, following him. Yeah, dude. So like, just memories as far as I kind of remember the Atari. Nothing crazy about the Atari, but my thing was when I barely started was from a Nintendo. That was it. And the Nintendo, the classic Mario, Super Punch Out, Metroid, Tecmo Bowl. It was just Zelda, man. Those games, man. Because you remember the Zelda games because gold cartridge. It was a freaking gold cartridge.
Yeah, you'll never forget that.
Yeah, no one else was doing.
Save your progress.
Yes, you could save it. You didn't have to worry about the struggles if you lost. That was it. or having to turn it off when you couldn't turn it off because your parents are like, you got to turn that off already. You're like, you're so far, man.
Like, no, I spent 6 hours this Saturday
trying
morning
to get here. So, and it just evolved from Nintendo, brother, to Sega, Game Boy. Dude, it's just like from there, man. Honestly, that's our earliest I can remember. Also from the Nintendo, but it's just like I've always said that if you grew up around that era, you grew up like the gold era of gaming, brother. Because at that time you had them all, like just it was Sega, Super Nintendo. You just, dude, it was just good times, man. Because it's not like, I like multiplayer and all that, just to be able to connect with everybody, but we didn't have that. Just like, and we were fine. And it was just like, just exciting spending over, your friend's house for the night or for, just playing games, just playing video games, dude. That's what it was. And one of my all-time favorite memories, man, was with the Nintendo 64 GoldenEye. That bro,
the original
GoldenEye.
multiplayer.
Yes, that was the multi. Bro, the struggle when you had all the screen
peekers.
Don't look at my screen. Don't look at my screen. Brother, the screen split.
I was the screen looker.
The screen split was when you wanted to slap the person next to you. Hey, what are you doing?
Man, the screen split, brother. That like I'm saying, just stuff like that, man. It's just like, so good. But yeah, man, that's kind of where my journey began was from the Nintendo, and just been progressing ever since then, man. I never let it go.
So, very nice.
Oh yeah.
Anyone got any gaming news? Any interesting to talk about? What's going on with anything from Xbox to PS5 and just right away?
Honestly, I'm gonna be dead ass honest with you. I seen when the first time the pre-orders went up, and then, dude, me and QA was talking about this when I interviewed them. That the resellers, man, are just God, insane, bro. Just for a pre-order, they were selling it like for $1,000, bro. I saw that.
Yep.
I was like, come on, dude.
Well, I mean, that, on the flip side of things, that shows you people's like desperation, because like they don't have the patience, because like we're not even like at release date yet. Like you don't know yet. Be lucky enough to maybe walk in and, hey, GameStop had a couple, extra, consoles come in that they didn't originally think of, or something like that. Like people are just like, oh my God, I missed the pre-order, I'm willing to pay double. It's like, no, have some patience. And that's where,
yes, have patience. And that's where the game is messed up, because if you fall for the trap, they're going to keep doing it. They're going to keep,
absolutely.
They're going to keep doing it. And I was just I'm like, dude, are you serious? Just this is just a pre-order. It's not like it's paid off. It's, you still have to pay it.
Yeah. You're basically buying someone's place in line for double.
Yes, that is it. That is all you're doing. So, man, I don't know. It just like, to me, it's not like, or maybe a real gamer, bro, because they're just buying it to resell. Yeah. And I get it. They want to make money, but come on, dude, like over $1,000 for a pre-order? Like, nah. That's insane.
Like when the Switch came out, I waited till after the first year, because it was just crazy to get it, because everybody was worried about getting the new and latest Switch, and I was like, I'm not gonna hustle, go down there, scour the internet, I'm good, I'll wait. And then even Mr. Switch, when he knew me, I didn't have a Nintendo Switch, I waited, and he was like, dude, you need to get one. He's like, hit me up, and I was like, I'm waiting. Huh?
I'm like, don't talk to me until you get one.
Yeah, he would say that, but jokingly. Yeah. He actually, I think I won a contest he had on his page and helped pay for my first Nintendo online service.
Nice.
There you
That's
go.
what I'm talking about. Like the gaming community, you have stories about how you connected with people. Like Mr. Switch won my first, and I haven't done one since, but like my first giveaway on Instagram when I hit 500 followers, and he won. I had these little Zelda pendants, and so that's how I got connected with him. And then from him, I got connected with CHICHUKI, and then One Up, and then Djgamer and Liz, and then it all just snowballed from there. Honestly.
Oh man, about making connections and links, man, and then it just you build something from there, man. That's just what it is, dude. That's just what it is.
Like Doug, I've been watching Doug forever on YouTube and on Cooltoy, and I was like, I'll hit him up because I hit up a few YouTubers and they were like didn't respond, and when he responded back, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do my first big collaboration. I was like, woo, excited.
Hey, on that subject, I've ran into people like, I've been doing interviews, trying to interview people, gamers and all. There's some that are like bougie about it. They're like, like if you're not like, let's just say, I'm trying to start, I'm doing all this, I'm doing all that, but I'm not where I need to be. But even then, they look at you like, oh, let me see how many subscribers you got. Oh, let me see from where are you from? I said, no, it's just me. That's just me doing. I'm trying to build something, but they won't give you the time of day, man. Right? And to me, dude, never forget where you started. I get it if you make it to a status that it is higher than everybody else, but don't change. Like if someone's trying to ask you something, I get it. If you're busy, maybe the timing's off, but they were just straight rude, like just like, no, I don't want to do it. Dude,
don't be a butthead, basically.
There you go.
You got it. Yeah, that was good.
No, yeah, man. Yeah, that's
Gamer, you just started your podcast, or you've been doing it? What's it called? Or is it just Djgamer podcast?
Yeah, I am Djgamer podcast. That's what it is. Because I mean, I called it that just because I'm gonna be interviewing like cosplayers. I'm gonna be interviewing gamers, collectors of all that. And some stuff outside of gaming too. So just blend it all in there. So
for anyone who's watching right now, don't forget everyone who you see right now. All their links to their Twitter, to their YouTube, all there. So you can definitely check us out, subscribe, follow us, and again, make friends with us. So it's all there. Everyone from Djgamer, to Cooltoy, Kraken, and then Lizzie, again, and everyone.
Hey Liz, what you need to do is you need to get a shirt with your avatar, and it says "Don't be a butthead."
A butthead.
Yeah.
There you go. Like it.
That'd be a cool shirt.
Absolutely.
But you know what's interesting though? When y'all were talking about the pre-orders, you would think after everything video games taught us about patience, people don't have patience.
No. Honestly, this day and age, no. And sometimes I get caught into it, but then I'm like, I said, hold on, if I don't get it, that's fine. There's gonna be more. I didn't jump on the PS4 when it came out. I mean, I waited till and I eventually got it, but I guess it's just, you want to be the cool one to get it day one of, but honestly now I'm just like, okay, it's not a big deal about it. Honestly now.
Yeah, it's too much competition because like on the Sonic fan site, I see I gotta have it first so I can have the interview or the review and have all the viewers. You go, man, you're not even really a fan. You're just some little butthead who just wants all the views, all the attention.
Want to get it day one and
chasing attention. Yeah,
chasing attention. There you go.
Besides, I mean, I'm very protective of Sonic because I have my own story behind why I love Sonic. But I don't like people making it such a competition, especially since next year is his 30th anniversary. Everyone's going to want to have this first, that first, and blow up the internet with, well, look what I got. I got this, and I got early. I don't care. You're not even a real fan, are you, anymore? Because you're just being a dork.
Oh, yeah. You get them. We get them all the time, too. Honestly, you get them all the time that they're not even honestly. You're gonna have I can guarantee you the ones that pre-ordered the PS5 aren't really gamers. Like, as soon as they get it, they're gonna be like, "Hey, I just got this. I'm selling it quick." They're gonna be quick with it. Watch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Go to your offer up when the PS5 drops. Look how many are they going to see
a ton of them in the marketplace and offer up and Macari. I mean, it'll be flooded that first week for sure.
Oh yeah. What y'all should do? Also, keep an eye on Goodwill, Salvation Army, and all those charity shop stores.
Yep.
Pretty dang sure people are gonna dump their PS4 or their old Xbox and they're saying, "Well, I don't need you anymore. I got this now."
No, yeah, you could find stuff at those. I mean, you run into things. I'm like, oh damn, this is here. Like, yeah, you do.
I love Goodwill shopping.
Sure.
That's the best.
Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it.
Nope.
For real. For real.
One time I bought this a GBA and it had a bundle of like 10 games. I was like, oh, how much do you want for it? They're all $15. I was like, say what?
Yeah.
And they're all $15.
US? Okay.
Yeah.
US? My money.
That's what I said. I was like, are you sure? And they're like, let me ask the manager. And I was like, no, here's $15.
Yeah, I was about to say, no, don't ask the manager. Just go ahead and back it up.
It's okay. I was like, no, that's okay. I'll pay the $15. It's cool.
I don't need you to go look it up and then what it really. I don't need you to go look it up.
And I slapped the cash on the counter and was like, I'm out.
Keep the change.
Yeah, keep the change, you filthy animal.
Yeah, keep the change.
Awesome.
It's all right. I don't need my change back. I need to get out of here.
I think she asked me, there was like 50 cents, and I was like, no, it's all right. I'm out of here. Bye.
Nah, yeah.
No looking back. I don't need the 50 cents.
Oh, yeah.
Round it up. Give it to charity. It's for
Yeah,
charity.
it's like,
There you
keep it. Or sometimes yard sales, man. Like, I know there's not a lot now, but people are slowly starting to put yard sales up with kind of different restrictions. So it's been nice to kind of see that like Liz said, the charity shops are opening. Some yard sales people are with certain restrictions opening and stuff. So it's pretty nice to see that things are, I don't want to say normal yet, but it's bits and pieces of things are going back to where you can start going places again.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully, man. It's been one crazy 2020 ride, no doubt.
Yeah, the
No
only
doubt.
good thing about 2020, the Sonic movie. That was the only good thing
yeah.
for me.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, that was great. That was awesome.
That was good, man. That was so good. People slept on that. I was like, nah, this is good.
Because it started out rough with that first design. Everyone was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I don't know about this.
I've
I
seen all
was
the
like, oh,
reviews.
damn.
Yeah, because I went in there with very low expectations and I watched it. I was like, oh man, that was fantastic. I love
Yeah.
every minute of it. I can't wait for a sequel. You know?
No, yeah, and that's what happens when sometimes when you don't go with no expectations, dude. You'll be like, oh yeah, this was
it works
good.
out
This
well.
was so good. Oh yeah.
Especially at the end. The end was so super cool. Then
Mhm.
it left you on that cliffhanger. You're like, oh, I'm
Nice.
waiting for more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially when they didn't have
Jim
that
Carrey was
alien.
awesome.
What happened?
Jim Carrey was awesome.
He
Oh,
did a
yeah.
great job. He was in
Oh
rare
yeah,
form.
dude.
Yep.
People were saying that, nah, hell no, he was good, man. Jim Carrey,
Yeah.
damn, he could play anything, bro. I think he could.
Yeah.
He's super talented, man.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. He played, Dr. Robotnik, so he's good, dude.
Jim Carrey's in everything from like serious acting to like
Yeah, he's got
comedic acting
extensive
to-
range. He's
Yeah.
well rounded, well versed. Everyone thinks he's just the guy that makes silly faces and things like that. No,
No.
he's an incredibly talented actor.
Oh yeah, he played a
If you
hell of
want
a
to
I think it
Riddler,
was
man. He played a good
Lucky
Riddler.
number 7. The movie where he played a serial killer.
yeah, that
think-
was on YouTube. I think he did a
Lucky Number
YouTube
Suspense
series.
Thriller? No,
Yeah.
it was a movie. It was a I don't remember what it was, but it was really good.
He also did something on YouTube as well where it was a series and he was like a very serious actor and everybody was concerned about Jim Carrey because he was playing this really serious role. And I'm like, guys, he has a wide range. It's okay. He can act and do whatever he
can
wants.
act, man.
Just because he wasn't putting out another Mask movie, I mean,
Uh,
don't take it for.
oh man,
Jim
I don't even
Carrey.
want to talk about what was it, Son of the
Son of
Mask.
Mask, yeah,
Oh
Seth
God,
Green.
no.
No, don't even get me
Yeah.
started.
Yeah, I was like,
Nah, I didn't even like when I saw it. I'm like, nah, I didn't even see this. No, this
Yeah.
is not even
This
part
doesn't
of the
exist.
mask.
Yeah.
No.
no, just leave the original and leave it alone.
Yeah. Remember when they tried to do the Dumb and Dumber 2 without Jim Carrey and they were like, come
Oh,
on,
it
man.
was the Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Er.
No,
Yeah,
dude.
cool.
I watched it, and it was like I don't know. I wasn't really
It was a
into
bit
it. And then,
much.
yeah,
I
No,
couldn't
man.
finish it.
and then when the second one finally came out, and they finally had Jim Carrey back in it, then it became funny. Then I was
Yeah,
like,
man.
all right, there we go.
Can't do
Brought
it,
Jim
man.
Carrey back.
One was great. One was great. 2 wasn't over the top for real, but it was good. It was so good.
Well, it's 20 years too late. It should have been earlier, but I mean,
Yeah, it
understand-
was. You waited a little bit for that.
Well, kind of like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. They brought out Bill and Ted 3. I feel like they brought it out a little too late, but Keanu Reeves was willing to do it. He said,
Yeah,
I don't
I mean,
even want a salary.
Yeah, which is the impressive thing because he's the number one person that doesn't need to make that movie. So the fact that number one, he was willing, and number two said, "Hey, let's make this," because they've been trying to get that movie made for the last 10 years. I've literally watched the development of that for a long time, and Keanu Reeves was always like the front runner of that, saying, "Hey, let's make this movie," and everyone's like, "Are you serious? You don't need to make this movie. Why do you want to make this movie?"
Yeah,
that's how you know, man. He has passion for that. He has like a love for that. So yeah, that's good, man. That's good.
And what's interesting is that like he makes so much money and he doesn't even care, and he's paying homage to where he started, his roots.
Absolutely.
And that's why he's doing it, because he said, "Oh no, this is the movie that helped make my career. I want to do this for you guys. I don't need salary. Dude, this is going to be a blast."
Oh yeah.
And it was cool on there how they paid homage to Rufus on there. That was cool. I was like,
who's cutting onions?
He was good, to say the least. Right, any gaming news, anybody?
Let me ask. Does any of y'all have a DDs? You know, think of a Ross or a TJ Maxx.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Go to your DDs. Go in the what do you call it? The home section, because they are carrying these things.
Oh. Hey, kind of like this, what I have up here. This is like what I got at DD's.
Yeah,
the Mario Kart.
Hey, that is straight cover. That's the game.
That was bad.
Huge too.
I got that one too.
Oh,
nice.
Dude, that's
that
3D.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Man.
They also had Mario since it's his 35th anniversary. But check out DD's, because if you look in the home section, the frames, they have gaming frames, and it is awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yep, that's why I got that right there. DD's Mario Kart.
And I remember Sega, man. Sega had the best cases. Like just bam,
yeah,
open it.
Sega did.
Yo, it was a case. Yeah.
Yes,
Go
definitely
back
that.
with the Sega.
What was the other thing? The other gaming thing? Oh, check out Old Navy. Old Navy now has Sonic shirts, and I'm really happy because mine just happened to come in. Hold on. I hope it fits me because I'm kind of small, but it looks like it will.
Oh, that one's nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
Besides, Sonic always had the
cool
best
thing.
sneakers, man. Best,
Yes.
best shoe game ahead of the gaming
Absolutely.
characters. He had the best shoes, man.
Yeah, it'll fit me. It's a 14-16 boys, but whatever.
Yeah,
But
DJ,
yeah.
I'm with you. Look at the cases. These Sega
No,
cases
yeah,
were the
dude.
best.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah. Super
I
quality.
mean, yeah, because they're quality, they're durable. Like the Nintendo ones, you got that cardboard box that you had to treat with,
Yeah,
absolute
no,
yeah,
dude,
100% care.
That's what I liked about Sega when the games came out. That you had the cover, you could just put it back in there, cover it, boom,
Solid.
back. Yeah, snap it back and then put
Every
it away.
once in a while, you'd have a couple of publishers put
Yeah.
one out in a cardboard box, and it drove me nuts because I'm like all mine in a row, and then the cardboard sake. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
You're
man.
with everybody else.
Oh yeah, the Sonic and Knuckles was a cardboard box. You're like, dang it, Sega.
Like,
Yo, what
come on,
happened
how
with
do you
that?
do Yeah.
I'm like the first two were nice covers, hard covers. Hell yeah.
Gaming news for myself. I just caught it maybe about a half hour before the podcast. And I don't know if you guys know who a John Marsala is. He is one of the top creators or designers for God of War.
Oh,
And he's now signed in with making alongside the top people from Halo and some other top games. So he's joining in to make and help Metroid Prime 4.
oh,
Got a
tight.
Nice.
Big name.
Yeah,
And how
that's
much
who you
more
want on your
exciting-
side for sure.
Sure, yeah.
They got the big guns, people creators from Borderlands and Call of Duty, and now we got this guy too. So man, they're working crazy left and right to get the best up on that game. So I'm super excited for Metroid Prime, and I can't wait, for it to come out. It's most likely to be maybe in 2022 game, maybe in 21 they'll show us, at least give us something. I'm hoping they can show us a preview. So that's what I'm really hoping for. So of all the games right now, that's my top rated game right now that I'm
Nice,
doing for
nice.
right now. In the meantime, I can't wait to play that new Harry Potter for PS5.
Yeah.
Oof, yes.
That's pretty sweet. Yeah.
My son, I'll probably get him. I'm gonna get him that Spider-Man though. For me,
oh, you gotta get the Miles, bro. You gotta get that Miles. This is gonna sound crazy, but I've still yet to see a Harry Potter movie.
Wow. What?
I've never seen Harry Potter.
Not even by accident, like flipping through the channels or nothing,
bro.
Hey, no, and the thing is, I have the movies. I have them.
Oh, that's even worse, bro.
I have.
That is worse.
They don't have a reason.
After this,
No, I know. Like, so I'm a bust at least 1 or 2 out tonight, but yeah, dude, I know. It's that's part of my things I like and shit. But I haven't seen them, man. I'm just like, I'll get to it, and then I'll go watch something else. But nah, since the game got announced, I'm like, you know what? I gotta watch these movies now.
Yeah, you really do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but watch all 8, and we'll have you come back. We'll talk about Harry Potter. Think about it. All 8 movies. Harry Potter night.
It's just so much stuff. Honestly, now we get we're spoiled with all kinds of good stuff, like shows and like all of that. So, and I'm patiently waiting for that Mandalorian.
I know, me too.
Okay, I can't wait. October.
Yes.
30th.
Yes. See,
yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So, oh yeah.
Like
couple more weeks.
Any other gaming news for anybody else?
Yes, I actually got something. I saw that Nintendo is actually not discontinuing the eShop for the 3DS. They actually are making it to where any kind of old content that you purchase from there, it's not going to be discontinued. So although the Nintendo 3DS and 2DS line is ending, they want to keep that eShop open because so many people have purchased a ton load of games that they don't want to make it to where those games are not available and accessible. So you can continue to download your 3DS and 2DS games on the eShop now. So they're making it all available. So that's a really big deal.
That's actually not bad.
Yeah, and they also still have them on the refurbished on their website. And some stores may carry them, but some stores may not. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. But it was huge for me to hear that they're not closing the 3DS eShop because a lot of people were concerned about that with the eShop being on the Switch. Were they going to close? Because each time a new system came, the eShop came along with the newer system. But they want to make sure to keep the 3DS and 2DS alive. They said they don't plan on closing the eShop ever. They don't plan on putting new games on there, but they plan on keeping the old games alive.
Wherever they have on there. Nice.
Yeah. They want to keep that library accessible.
Okay. Well, you guys humor me with the rumor I've been hearing online for the past 2 days. Is it true that Microsoft is going to buy Sega?
No.
Someone tell me, is this true or not?
They just bought what? They just made a big purchase.
Of money on Bethesda.
They just made a big purchase.
Bethesda.
Yeah,
they're not about to go in the hole again, right before a major console release to buy another, lucrative IP that's going to be very expensive. So no.
No, they just made a big purchase. I don't know if they're going to do that anytime soon.
A lot of people were concerned with Microsoft buying Bethesda because they have mobile games, they have games on the Nintendo Switch, they have the games on every system. So Microsoft sometimes tends to keep things per their system, but sometimes they do things with Nintendo, which they have in the past, but they're concerned that they're just going to close out everything else and just wrap it all up into Microsoft. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
Ooh, Battletoads. I want Battletoads.
Yes.
I think they're
great.
Yeah, no, I think they're going to keep it all where each platform, because I have Elder Scrolls and I play it for the PlayStation. And now they bought them, so I mean, I hope they don't do it all exclusively just for Microsoft, because they bought Fallout. They bought all of the Fallout.
I mean, from a business stance, it makes 100%, rationale that they would lock it up and things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, historically, I mean, Microsoft does have history of being a monopoly and being, called into the courts and saying, "Hey, you guys are too big for your own good." But I think they'll try to I think they'll slowly try to do that over time. I don't think they're just going to magically flip the switch and go, "It's all ours. You can't have it." Sorry, Sony. I think they'll slowly do it piecemeal and go, "Oh, this is now exclusive to Xbox and Microsoft. 7 months from now or something."
You can play the old version still, but if you want the new one, you gotta go.
Or the Xbox or your PC.
That's how they get you.
Oh yeah. Because they got Doom, they got they got Doom, they got all that now.
Well, they got all the refires of all those on the mobile games, so you can get Doom or Duke Nukem or whatever on the Google Play Store or Apple. So I mean, that kind of leaves a lot of open ends. So I don't know, but I heard that they just bought Bethesda, but they were just gonna leave it like it is right now, but improve upon it and not close Bethesda. Just keep it open and just kind of expand upon it.
That'd be a smart idea.
Yeah.
They'll probably open up the options for everybody to link up now, though, if they really want to do that.
Yeah.
So like, you know, because I know I play Elder Scrolls, but I can't play with people who have Xbox or have PC. So them now, maybe I'm hoping they open that up so we're just you know, all connect. So
hey guys, speaking of console wars, did any of you watch that documentary that came on CBS
not yet.
Access?
No, not yet.
Oh, not yet. I haven't got a chance.
It's
You
fantastic.
have to watch it. It was awesome. You're like,
Absolutely.
oh, a friend of mine was in there. Oh.
Nice.
Oh. Isn't that the
Maybe
one
one
Thomas
day we can have
Kalinske was
Blake
into?
on here. That would be awesome. Blake.
Oh. Wasn't Thomas Kalinske in on there too? On that one?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So was Al.
Yeah. You can't talk about Sega without having Tom on there, because I mean he was
There you go.
such a pivotal point of everything that was going on in those 90s consoles wars.
He was actually a lot of fun to have on here because of his extensive knowledge of like Sega and the history that he had. It was just like we just sat there and just listened.
Yeah, you're in awe. Absolutely.
We gotta get Blake on here. You know, the guy who was with the console wars book.
Yes.
We gotta get him on here.
Yeah. That was good times. Sega Saturn. Oh God, you fumbled big time. Oh God.
They got in front of themselves. I mean, they just shot themselves in the legs. All it was.
They did. Because I think if the Sega Saturn would have been successful, they would have been good.
Oh yeah, I mean, if Sega Japan and Sega America would have been on the same, you know, wavelength, and
God,
instead of battling internally with each other and trying to screw each other over, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Yeah, Sega would still be alive.
Microsoft, PlayStation, Sony, none of that stuff would probably even have happened, because Sony may have partnered with Nintendo like they originally planned, and Sega would still be king. And I mean, it would just be a completely different Twilight Zone world that we live in.
Yeah.
Imagine that if Sony partnered with Nintendo and it actually went through, what the world would be like today.
Damn.
Wow.
I mean, because those are two massive entities. I mean, talk about money behind development and just bankrolling. I mean, that's a hard giant to slay at that point, because Nintendo, even during the console wars, was still a giant. Sony themselves, multi-billion-dollar electronics manufacturer. You pair those two together, it's like, sorry Sega, like how do you compete with that? It's two against one.
Yeah.
They would have beat Microsoft out in a heartbeat, man, if that would have happened.
I don't think Microsoft even would have dared to come in.
They wouldn't have came in. They wouldn't have been in the picture.
Yeah. They came in because it's all a door opening, because like Sega dropped out, and Nintendo and Sony were doing two different things, and Microsoft's like, hey, we can sneak in the middle here, because these guys are kind of reaching polar opposites, and they're leaving some table for us.
Hey guys,
that slot open.
Any new games been coming out lately?
Oh, yeah. Diddy Kong Country, Diddy Kong's Quest.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorites.
Dixie Kong.
I actually prefer that one over the original Donkey Kong Country.
Bro,
I like both characters. Yeah, you do too, CHICHUKI?
Yep.
The struggles of when you're in that damn mine in that freaking cart, bro.
Oh, dude. Don't even get me started with the mine carts.
Oh, my goodness.
That's not that far away. The
struggles, bro.
All right, so if anyone wants to fight me, Street Fighter or anything else, Mario Kart, let's go.
Bro, we've been talking about Street Fighter for a long time. A lot less talking, a lot more action. Switch.
I mean, y'all want to catch this joystick, we got the joystick.
I got the bugs kind
of. Like you want to catch these joystick hands with Street Fighter?
Oh yeah, joystick hands right here, man. I didn't put that at the top for no reason, man. I did not put that at the top for no reason.
It would be awesome though. Now that it took me a while to figure it out, but now that Zoom is giving us more options. And now that right now I got my OBS connected to my Zoom, so now we can do something like this. We want to talk a little booty talk. We can go straight to it, and I'll take y'all. Even for fun, maybe we could all a Mario Kart race.
That'd be good. That'd be funny.
The one thing that's coming out, which is really exciting too, is the Mario Kart Live. That thing.
Mario Kart Live.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Like an actual little RC remote control car with a camera on it. Then you hook it up.
Camera on it. Yeah.
Which is
play it through your
interesting
Switch essentially.
yeah.
Control it. Yeah.
They have made the RC car. All they did was put the RC car with the camera now.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's pretty cool because like you set up your track, and I just watching the demo, it was cool because virtually like you shoot somebody with a shell or a bomb or something, and it stops the physical car, like it stops it.
Yeah.
The other
Makes them
car
spin out, crashes.
Yeah.
It's
all that good
it's
stuff.
like half VR and half Mario Kart. It's a nice blending of both worlds.
They're not cheap either.
$100, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but this is what is this only at Target or Walmart or GameStop?
Wherever sells them.
We're
all the retailers.
Pretty sure everywhere.
Retailers.
Pretty sure everywhere.
It's for the holiday season, right? Is what I'm. Yeah.
Oh man. Oh man. Speaking of, if any of y'all go to Target, you'll look at the electronics section. Notice how Nintendo owns that section now?
Oh yeah.
Something else I noticed. The Sonic toys got moved to the actual toy section.
Huh.
And I think it's perfect console wars forever because where the Sonic toys are, the Mario toys are. Like, it will forever be Sega versus Nintendo, no matter what. It will always be next to each other.
Plumber versus the Hedgehog.
Yep.
It's always.
Yeah, even at Walmart too, it's like that. They have that big section. Yeah. You're right, Cracking Skulls.
But you know what's not fair? The Sonic toys are only sold at Walmart. No, I mean not Walmart, Target. Target is the only one that has the Sonic toys, but they sell out fast because they did one commercial for that Green Hill Loopy thing. One commercial. I've never seen it, but it's on YouTube. And the Sonic toys, you can only buy them at Target. And they always sell out. But I can always see all the Mario toys, but still, Sega? All of this huge section of Nintendo, this tiny section of Sega. But Sega always sells out. So maybe that should say something.
No, Sonic will never die.
No.
Nope.
That's what I'm saying.
As long as things like me exist, because
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, if you look at it, they did collabs, Sonic and Mario, like the Olympic Games.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all like they had to Sonic will never die regardless.
Well, and plus they have the I believe it's the Sonic at the Olympic Games for the mobile that Lizzie was telling me about on the mobile game.
Yes.
Instead of it being Mario and Sonic, it's Sonic at the Olympic Games. It's actually a pretty cool game. It's not that bad.
Now,
I'm gonna have to play that.
Now, do you guys think going forward, because our era appreciates Mario, appreciates Zelda, like these iconic gaming characters. Now, if you fast forward to like gamers that are starting right now, I mean, do you guys think eventually that they're gonna stop with the Mario games and stuff like that, or just because it's not much of appreciation anymore for these characters, though? If you being dead ass, because kids right now are quick to go play Call of Duty before they go play Mario Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like that before, right? We were playing Mario like till from the morning to the night.
My oldest son is all like, he did play Mario first, but since he got older, he's 17 now. He's playing all these top games. He's not touching Mario like rarely. But all I gotta tell you guys is my son, my little one, he's only a year and a half. I named him Luigi for a reason, and he's gonna be loving all that Mario Luigi. I guarantee you that. He's not going into that shooting stuff. He ain't gonna get a phone. He's gonna stay.
He's gonna love it, or he's gonna move out real quick.
Yeah.
Until he's 15. No, but yeah, I let my oldest son, do what he wanted, and I actually he didn't play anything until, let's say, he wanted what's that game? One of the most popular games, Grand Theft Auto. He didn't get to play it until he was 15, and he was asking for it like crazy. He should not play it until 17, but I made sure he didn't do what he didn't need to do on that game and do the controls on that. But still, like again, it's my Luigi growing up, and we just gotta. I'm hoping that he stays with that Mario Luigi. To me, he can play because my oldest one won't play with me because I'm all just Mario. I'm playing Mario Kart. He's playing
Yeah, exactly what I'm saying though. That's, you know, just like the new generation, man. I see
yeah.
they're not gonna look back to play Mario right away. They're just gonna be whatever about it. Just like I said, they'll pick up Call of Duty
The
first.
thing is, I'm trying to think. Okay, like for example, I told y'all DD's has those really cool frames, but you have to walk over there to see it. The thing is, it's what you show the kid. Because when, like for example, what aggravates me is when I go to Walmart, you know, whatever toys they put out there, depending whatever mart you go to, it's just that it's all about the advertising. Because like you said, kids are being introduced to the Xbox, the PlayStation 4, 5 right now. Those active games, the Call of Duty, those tough games is what the kids want. So there has to be something, like for example, a TV show or something that kind of grabs their attention. Just, hey, look, who's this? This is Mario or Sonic, or you have to put it within the kids' views, like right there in front of them. Kind of like the Sonic movie was right there. My mom works at Walmart, and she said that the mothers are always in there asking, "Where are your Sonic toys?" My mom goes, we don't sell Sonic toys here. That's more of a question for my daughter, but my daughter's
Missed
not
opportunity.
here.
Yeah.
But still, you have to shove it in the kid's face. But like I said, Xbox, Microsoft, they have the control right now because they have the money to go on TV, on YouTube, everywhere, and flood their advertisements everywhere. Where Nintendo and Sega don't even have that anymore, or they're not really doing anything. So it's all about advertising. You have to find new ways to grab that kid's attention, and you have to get sneaky about it, like YouTube. Like in a magazine, a kid reads, or a commercial or something. You just got to go into the kids' minds right now, find out what they're looking at, and then stick the advertisements for Mario or the new Sega games coming out or whatever you want, so the kids see it. Because right now they're having the new Xbox shoved in their face or the new PlayStation shoved in their face. That's the problem, is that you have to look at advertising. Always look at advertising.
No, that's what it is. And I gave my son a lecture the other day, like when I said, oh man, we're gonna take a trip down memory lane. Like we're going and because we were all in the same party, and then a buddy of mine joined us, and then we were just talking about old games. They're like, hey Dad, what are you guys talking about? I said, oh man, watch, come in. And it's like I told him, it's good to know like where all this kind of began, like all this. Like what you got right now was nothing like when I was your age. It just wasn't that. So it's fun. It's fun because he does play some of the retro stuff. And then when we had the events, unfortunately we don't have no events to go to. They had this one retro event where it's just like, dude, they have everything on display. We're talking about like just black and white stuff and just like the ColecoVision and just stuff like that. I said, man, just appreciate it because this is what led to what you got right now. That's just what it is. So, oh yeah, never forget that.
And also, like with our kids, they're not getting an Xbox for Christmas. They're getting the Nintendos. Our kids are
Game and Watch. Yeah.
They're getting. Well, no, we found some Switch Lights for them during the pandemic, so for a good price. And so we said, you know what, our kids are getting good old Nintendo consoles, because the thing is, like, I don't mind them playing other stuff, but I kind of agree with what Djgamer was saying. What is their nostalgia? Mm-hmm. Like, we know what our nostalgia is, and we show that to them. But what's going to be their nostalgia like? Our kids, they're growing up, they're playing like Roblox. My kids like Roblox. And I showed them my nostalgia, but they're again like they're online gaming. So for us, it's like physical media, but for them, it's all digital media.
Yeah. All digital, man.
Yeah, and so like I'm all good with digital media, but for me, it seems still weird, even though I like mobile games. But how are we gonna pass on our info to them, and how gaming is important to them, and make that an importance to them to pass on to their kids?
Oh yeah. So it's the reason, man. I always tell them about certain things. Or we went to a comic book shop like a month ago, and they had an arcade, like two arcades there, Street Fighter and Marvel vs. Capcom. So I started playing, and he was just like, Dad, damn, you're good at this. I said, well, man, this is like dude, I grew up
Put in
on
the time, yeah.
Yeah, dude. I said, me doing all these combos and all that. And yeah, I said, dude, it was nothing like, going to an arcade back in my day. It was just like, dude, you had all this, it was excitement going to arcade because you knew like, gonna go play Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, gonna play what was that? Remember Afterburner? The one remember Afterburner? At the handle.
Shaking around and
Yep.
Yes.
The whole machine would shake when you moved it.
Yeah. So just stuff like that, man. Spy Hunter, remember Spy Hunter? It had the steering wheel. You sat down like if you were in the car, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Classic.
Or remember San Francisco Rush 2049?
Oh yeah, the steering wheel,
dude.
Yep.
I put so much money. I think I spent like at least $100 on that game.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. Me and Red
after coin in that thing.
Oh yeah.
I want one day for arcades to like, I look for the cost to open up arcade. Yeah, it's kind of pricey, but but I mean, imagine if you partnered up with a few people just to bring back a small part of nostalgia.
Just put a NFL Blitz in there too.
There we go.
Blitz.
And that
NFL
OG
Blitz,
Mortal
man.
Kombat.
Yep.
NBA Jam. Oh man.
But with so much technology they have out now, where they have those bar top arcades. Imagine like
one up arcades.
Yeah, and imagine like One Up Arcade partnering with somebody trying to get an arcade. You can have like a blast, like just with an arcade One Up. Just imagine walking into an arcade and it's all arcade One Ups. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That's the beauty about it now, that it's just like much smaller. It's not a big old thing. That's the beauty about One Up Arcade. That's why I like
much more manageable.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's your choice whether you want to build a new frame for it to have it higher. You could have it shorter, or you could sit on your little bar stool. I guess some of them come with bar stools, so you can sit with your little bar stool and just game away.
Yeah, man. There's nothing like
That
going to
reminded
play
me of
Mortal
the,
Kombat.
that just reminded me of the tabletop Pac-Man.
We used to go to this barber shop that had that, me and my brother, and every time I go in there, they'd have that Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man tabletop, and that was that one and the original Donkey Kong, and they had the Mario Bros, like the original Mario Bros, not one, just the original, and they would have that, and so it was like fun going into those places where you don't see too much of that anymore. Some places there's still hints and drops of different arcade nostalgia, which is pretty cool.
There was nothing. I remember I used to go to the pizza parlor and they had the Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
The Ninja Turtles, bro.
Yep.
X-Men 2. Remember the X-Men arcade?
Yes, the X-Men.
Yeah.
With the Ninja Turtles, man.
Yeah, the Ninja Turtles.
It was always the Ninja Turtle arcade and the Simpsons one. It was like
the Simpsons, yeah.
Classic Konami games. Love
bro, yes.
Especially
all the
like
time,
some places you went had the 2-player Simpsons, but if you were lucky, some of them had the 4-player Simpsons.
Oh, the 4, bro.
Yeah, 4-player was where it was at.
Yeah, man, that's
well,
what I'm
the
saying.
true gem was the rare 6-player X-Men one. That thing
yes, the 6-player
massive.
one.
It had like
Yes.
2 CRTs, it had a mirror in the middle, so it looked like that thing was a beauty.
And then you look in the middle, like you're curious, so you're
like, how does this work? And you keep
and you're looking at it and you see like a little, it looks like a little diamond on this side, a little diamond on this side, and you're like, what is it?
Oh,
and
man,
you kind of can see like right in the middle, and you're like, oh, this is cool. Then you get like that person that's like, what are you doing looking at my machine? I'm like, oh, this is cool, man.
Trying to understand how it works, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Those were the best, man.
One of the guys was cool at this arcade, and he opened up the back for me to show me what it looked like. And I was so stoked. Like, this is before we had, obviously cell phones and all that. And I was like in awe because you saw the guts and the glory of the machine, and you got to see
screen.
The screen,
peek behind the curtain, so to speak.
Yeah.
See how Oz worked.
Yeah, and that's what I felt. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Absolutely.
And you saw the 2 CRTs, but then like there's 3 images, and you're like, oh wow. And then you saw that mirror spinning around like a prism in the middle, and you were like, oh my gosh, this is so cool.
It's the future.
Yeah, man.
The future, future. Future. SpongeBob reference, sorry.
Oh man. There's nothing like an arcade though, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are almost coming to a close. Is there anything anybody else has before we jam on it?
Ladies first.
Lizzie?
Well, You guys answered my question about the stupid, crazy Xbox rumor. That's good. I showed you guys my
breathe a sigh of relief on that one.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to be playing this for the very first time, so hopefully
Yeah.
God give me.
Oh,
it's great.
Mario 64.
Retro, don't worry. I told you when I get my stimulus check. Don't worry.
All right, I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
So, wish me luck. Hopefully, the Sega gods will forgive me for playing this.
Sonic's gonna come after you, don't.
Hey, she's gonna get a vision in her sleep. What have you done?
You're gonna hear him spinning up.
Hey, Raiden's gonna buzz down in her room. Whoosh, what have you done?
That's awesome.
That's cool. That's cool.
Anybody else have anything else before we?
Anything from you?
Well, I mean, appreciate it. You know, you guys invited me on here, so that's for sure. Appreciate that. You know, so yeah, definitely grateful for that. So
Happy good to have Cracker Dog, CHICHUKI, Retro, Lizzie. I am Djgamer and for Cooltoy. Appreciate having you guys on here.
Absolutely.
Awesome to have you back again, Cooltoy. I think this was a fantastic episode, and
this was fun.
I like the viewpoint we have now. This is the first time we've used gallery view. It's pretty cool. I looked at it on YouTube and looked. QA Ninja was saying it looked very fresh and very something new. So we're working on new things as we go on in the future of the Gamerz realm. Like October, we have the next 4 Fridays. We got Master Sword Music on the 2nd.
Awesome.
We got Absolute Cassie on the 9th. And we got J Love 81 on the 16th. We got Triforce Johnson on the 23rd.
Awesome.
And then on the Thursday, the 29th, we have Retro Ralph. And of course, from there, that's October. And then, of course, we have Friday. On November 6th, we got Craig. As Craig said, he's
He created,
yes.
Thank you, Lizzie.
Thank you again, Lizzie. He created levels in Sonic, the Sonic 2 Zone levels, and was a senior artist in Spyro. So, and a lot of other games. So it's good to have a different variety of people and show up. And Cooltoy, Djgamer, you guys are welcome. Cracker Skull to have more appearances anytime you guys want to. I like to fill in the spots here that we have. I like to maybe try and see how we got 9 here. I like to see if we get a full house. Maybe at 9. So you guys are always invited.
For sure. Hell yeah.
Awesome.
I'll call you guys or text you guys in if you guys have space to join in on Fridays. I know if you guys are busy with your channels, it's understandable. So whenever you can, you know, with certain guests, you guys can jump in with particular people. And again, thank you guys. It was awesome.
All right.
Thanks so much.
Also, I'm working on a sponsorship for our channel soon. So we're going to be changing. We'll still have the TeePublic link until then, but I'm going to be working with the sponsor where they're making custom jerseys of the avatars I created for the channel. So we'll be looking at that in the coming weeks. So with the people that are regulars on here, all their avatars will be on the jersey. So
awesome.
and our sponsors giving us they're giving us 15% back to us, so we could keep putting that back into the YouTube channel.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, because I know TeePublic gives us back $1 per every 15, but they want to give us 15% off of the whole purchase. So that'll, even now, all the proceeds go back to the channel. So whatever we get, I'll sum it up and put it back into the podcast.
And I want to thank everybody in the chat too for joining us at the QA Ninja. See the Gamerz Reckoning. We go down the list. Oscar on 1258. Let's see. The no
Tech Wiz.
Tech Wiz. Go down. We had Mama Slayer too. The Dogism. Christian, Mama Slayer again. Thank you everyone for joining in the podcast and again you guys here or in the chat. So, other than that, you guys ready to close out? Any last? And we'll be good.
Make sure you guys wear your masks in public. Just saying.
Yes, please.
Absolutely
My
agree.
gosh.
Yeah.
100%.
Be a great human being. I know we don't like to wear those things, but you know, we're gonna lower the curve. That's the only way we're gonna get back to normal. Washing our hands, like regular people should. Don't stick your fingers in your nose and then shake
basic
someone's
human
hand.
hygiene.
Just
Yeah.
basic things, right? Just the basic.
Yeah, just basic.
Asking a whole lot, I know, but yeah.
Wash your hands. I mean, that's
you know. I know.
Yeah, it's not asking a whole lot to wash your hands.
Kid, just, you know.
Yeah, my lady's like,
No,
you need to wash your hands. Like, and I leave. I was like, "Are you even putting enough sanitizer in that gown? Wash your hands." Like, all right, fine.
Oh, sanitizer. If you guys are worried about it drying out your hands, just real quick, get the one with moisturizer because it doesn't dry out your hands. So if you're worried about that, carry lotion. Just be clean, people. Take a shower.
Yeah, try to do this.
Please.
Please take a shower.
We're going back to the basics.
I know you're all working from home, but please take a shower when you go places.
We're going back to the basics.
Yeah. I think that's all I have.
Good night. We'll see you guys all next time. Take care,
Peace.
See you guys.
Thank you guys, everybody. Good night.
Night.
Night, everybody.
Yeah.